Hi Sagittarius, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're doing your weekly readings from the 25th of March up until the 31st of March, and we'll get straight into it. So first we have Yang. So this card is about the divine masculine. So there's feminine and masculine in all of us, and the masculine side of you is the side that's not afraid to kind of take action or to move towards their goals, or to make the first move, or like if you're making the first move, for example, you'll quickly know where you stand, whether that's good or bad. But the good part of that is that whether you get rejected or not, at least you know where you'll stand. Don't know why that's coming out, but I had to say that for someone. So hold your vision is the fixed moon, and this card basically says that there's two possibilities with this. Either there's something that you need to stand your ground with, and kind of like hold your stance on a situation and stand up for yourself. Otherwise, you're being a bit too stubborn in a situation and you're needing to kind of let go of something and not be so like stuck in your ways. So with whatever the situation is, you'll know which one is the way that you should go. Then we have the hummingbird spirit, and it says be here now. And this card basically says is that, like, don't focus on the future, don't focus on the past. You have everything that you need right here and now. And if you focus on all the blessings in your life right now that you're very happy with and grateful for, even if they're only a few of them, focus on those, because you have everything you need right here in this moment to be able to get to where you need to go later on. But right now it's important to live in the moment, be in the now. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for us Sagittarius? Okay. Okay, so straight out the gate we have the Hierophant, we have the Sun, that's Taurus and Leo, we have the Six of Pentacles. Let me just move this up a bit. We have the Four of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Lovers, the World, it's Gemini energy by the way, and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck we have the Moon, Two of Swords, Two of Cups. Okay. So, Sag, at the bottom of the deck, things that either you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. Firstly, I think that I could take this in a few ways, but firstly, there's definitely some sort of decision that needs to be made where you're feeling a bit indecisive or stuck in a situation, something that you're quite fearful of, and I feel like the fear has got to do with a relationship of some sort, a connection of some sort. The other thing that I could, or like maybe some sort of shared goal, the other way that I could put this is that there is going to be an eclipse coming out, happening, a full moon eclipse in Libra on the 25th. And the moon could be showing that on the 25th that there's maybe some sort of and Libra is all about connections, right? So maybe there's something that you need to release, some sort of fear of feeling stuck, to be able to connect with someone or something. But there's something that has to be released in order for this new thing to come in, because with the eclipse it is basically going to be a full moon technically. However, when the earth gets in the way of the sun and the moon, it will look like a new moon. So it's kind of in a way a bit of both. So I feel like there's something that needs to be released in order for something new to come in. So right in the middle of your reading, Sag, we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, what you could be focused on next week is maybe some sort of either some good news coming into you, otherwise a need to kind of ground yourself and put in the effort into just like small bits of effort into something at the moment, so that you can grow into something bigger later on. But it is about getting to a sense of grounding yourself. You might feel like you need to ground yourself because you feel like you need to balance yourself in some way, or there needs to be some sort of balance between you and someone else. Otherwise, you might feel like there's some sort of financial assistance that you might need in some way, or that you want to kind of give some financial assistance to someone else. But it is about bringing in the equal give and take and maybe that's why you're grounding yourself. We have the Hierophant here, so it could have to do with some sort of commitment, or just you trying to handle things in a traditional way. So you know, that could have to do with, like, say for example, it's a relationship, especially with the Balance, the Hierophant, and the Page of Pentacles. Maybe you need to ground yourself to kind of balance out a situation by doing things the traditional way, by like kind of pulling back if you need to, or giving effort where the reciprocal effort is given, kind of thing. You know, whatever that may mean, of doing things the traditional way. We have the Lovers here. So that definitely could have to do with the love relationship, which is what makes me think that. Otherwise, it could have to do with a big choice that has to be made. Or just, again, just the balance of mutual energies, mutual feelings, mutual kind of respect and that type of thing. We have the Three of Wands here. And this could mean that you kind of are getting maybe a little bit impatient. You're having to wait for something to come in. And that's why you're needing to ground yourself and just be like, I need to just be here now and stop focusing on what's coming. So, in your 3D world next week, we have the Sun. So you could be very positive next week, in a very happy, optimistic mindset. Maybe some things are kind of like coming to light of what you needed to know. This is Leo energy. You could be feeling very confident as well. I forgot to actually say what your energy is for the week, Sag. So your energy is the Seven of Wands. So that the Seven of Wands is kind of like you feeling like you need to kind of defend yourself in some way, or stand up for yourself, because people are like maybe coming for what you want, but generally it's like you're on higher ground. So it's like these people are coming to kind of compete with you in a way, or like cause some sort of conflict with you, but you have the upper hand in some way. Or it could mean that like they want to get to your level where you are, and that's why they're fighting you from that perspective. So if you look at it from that, you can actually take it as a compliment, and just kind of don't act in any way that's not aligned with what you believe your values are. So back to the reading then, we have the Four of Wands in your emotions. So you could be wanting some sort of happiness, some sort of, you want to celebrate a milestone in your life, or there's definitely some sort of joy happening here. And it could also have to do with a relationship or stability of some sort. And it could even have to do with a home or a house. We have the Seven of Cups here in your thoughts. You could be a little bit confused about a situation in your life. Maybe you feel like either that there's too many options, or that you feel like there's like you're being made an option in some way. But it's basically a feel of like, again, some sort of like indecision here, or confusion of some sort. And then we have the World. This is in your goals, your desires, what you want in this, you know, in this life. It is also about your purpose, all of that. So I feel like you could be ending one cycle in your life and moving on to something more fulfilling, and just something you'd feel complete with. With the World, you know, life always goes in cycles. So it could be that it's not like a hard cycle ending. It's just like one thing's ending and you're moving on to the next. But it could be a project ending and you're moving on to something new, a new project or something. It could be a way of being. It could be a relationship. It could be you ending a cycle in a relationship but staying in that same relationship but in a new way. Could be a whole new relationship. So anyway, let's get some clarifiers here. So what is the Hierophant? The Hierophant is the Knight of Cups. So yeah, you might want some sort of like traditional offer from someone, probably to do with romance. Maybe you want a commitment of some sort from a romantic partner in some way. With the Wheel of Fortune, you wanting this to work out in your favor and things to kind of like, you want the luck to come your way basically, and this to be divinely guided. What is the Sun here? We have Temperance, so that is Sagittarius energy. So I feel like there's something that you need to have patience with, but it is bringing a sense of happiness and optimism here. You do have hope about something, and also you're going to get clarity on something as well with Temperance being there, but you do need the patience to get through it. The balance is coming. It's time to kind of do things in moderation. Get out of this sort of stuck energy where you're not able to make a decision. What is the Six of Pentacles here? Six of Pentacles is the Eight of Wands. Maybe you feel like you need communication from someone in order to have some sort of balance. Excuse me, Sag. And then also we have the Four of Wands again at the bottom of the deck, same as that energy. So it could have to do with communication in relation to some sort of assistance when it comes to your stability. Otherwise, it could have to do with a commitment of some sort that you're wanting to communicate about, some sort of balance between you and another person that you see as like a potential life partner, or it has to do with the house again. So what is the Four of Wands here? Four of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you are going to have some sort of conversation or some sort of clarity in relation to a relationship in your life or the stability in your life. Something that maybe you felt like you were going to give up on, but like you now got the clarity that you should persist through and keep going because you're nearly there. What about the Page of Pentacles? Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're needing to ground yourself and put in little bits of work into something that you feel like you're not getting the same effort in return. This is this whole reading kind of feels like about effort, but it is also about you needing to maybe like be a little bit selfish at this time. And it's not selfish in a way where like it's like in the bad sense, like selfish in the way like what's good for you. Do what's good for you. If you feel like someone is kind of being sneaky or manipulating you in some way, or in, you know, whatever it is, like just pull back and focus on yourself at this time. What is the Seven of Cups here? Seven of Cups is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You might be confused about when it comes to some sort of stability in your life. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, you might feel like things aren't working out in your favor right now, and you're like feeling like maybe you are a little bit what's the word that I'm looking for, like self-conscious in a way, but also like you're maybe being a little bit too materialistic at this time, or like too focused on like the 3D world in some way. Like you need to kind of get back into your spiritual side. Maybe that's what's bringing some sort of confusion. Maybe that's it, that you need to kind of focus on spirit and the divine and that type of thing. So what is the Lovers here? The Lovers, we have the Hermit. So could be taking a break from some sort of partner in your life. Maybe there is like a stalemate here, or some sort of like standstill between the two of you. Otherwise, it's healing something with you and this person, maybe something that you guys were stuck in the past with, and not able to compromise in some way. Otherwise, it's having the wisdom that you need when it comes to romantic partnerships, and being able to kind of make decisions. So what is the World here? The World is the Page of Pentacles. So you are, again, that's the same as that. So you're kind of ending some sort of cycle, and you're now getting to this place where you're more grounded, more kind of wanting to put in the effort into something to grow it. And then we have the Star at the bottom of the deck. So you are kind of getting back to this place of feeling optimistic, hopeful, maybe having some sort of wish fulfillment coming in. What is the Three of Wands? Okay, so the Three of Wands is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Sorry, I don't know why Alexa is deciding to play music all of a sudden. Just 1 second. Alexa, stop. That was strange. Anyway, so with the Ace of Wands in the reverse there, I feel like something's kind of like, whatever this thing is that you're waiting for, it's blocking your path. It's blocking your new exciting journey ahead. There could also be a lack of passion when it comes to this, or a lack of drive to be able to kind of go forward with this. We have the Hierophant again here. So again, this might be you needing to connect with spirit to bring this in. Otherwise, it could be, or like your higher power or whoever that is. Or it could have to do with needing to do things in a traditional way, or to be able to commit to something, basically, because the Ace of Wands in the reverse could be non-committal as well. So you might need to commit to something. So let's get you some advice, Sag. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Chariot. We have the Tower in the reverse. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this is the way that we want to see it. This means that you're going to be coming out of some sort of like financial difficulties in some way, and able to kind of look on the bright side again. Like you're going to be more positive. So that's great. So keep the positive mindset. Let go of any sort of like lack mentality. It's time for you to kind of move on from things that aren't serving you. Kind of overcome any sort of obstacles or challenges that are in your way, and you will be victorious if you just keep kind of doing what you need to move forward. We have the Tower here, so you might need to kind of stop resisting any sort of change. This is also maybe like coming out of a big Tower moment that you might have had. And then we have the Six of Pentacles here again, so this is about, you know, being balanced, like giving to someone what they're giving to you, having that mutual give and take, the mutual kind of energies towards each other, and also being able to ask for help if you need it, and vice versa, giving the assistance if you are able to give it. So let's give you a romance angel for next week. We have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So Sag, I hope that resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.